we wanted to talk a little bit about the Infrastructure Investment and the Jobs Act, and talking about the Infrastructure Act first. Can you tell us just how significant the 1.2 trillion investments will be for the industry?
Well, I'll start first by saying that the investment is super important just for the citizens that live in the country that are going to benefit from it, right? I mean, we're talking about significant spending to bring our roads and bridges up to where, hopefully, just up to where they should be. I mean, when you're talking about a very developed, modernized country living with infrastructure that's graded between C's and D's when it comes to safety and structural support, and that it's not right. So for me, I think that the biggest thing is that this is going to benefit everyone. For the industry specifically, it's pretty simple, right? We represent equipment manufacturers. They make the equipment that's going to be used to better our roads and our bridges and our ports, and so that's significant right there in and of itself. But then that's one slice of it, right? So our industry has a bigger impact than just providing the equipment, of course. We provide a lot into just the American economy. Equipment manufacturers add about $316 billion to the gross GDP. And that's just in the United States alone based on last year's numbers. We represent about 7.5% of the total manufacturing output of the United States. And our workforce makes up about 11% of total manufacturing employment base. So you talk about the investment that'll be put in, the equipment, that can be made, that then can be sold, that then can be used. And there's all these jobs in play, and all these families supported then too.
Yeah, I mean, it's tremendous. I love that you started with, the impact it's going to have for, everyone. And
it's bigger than you or I, right? Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
How many times have you driven down the road and you've hit a pothole and you're like, crap, what did that do? And pop a tire or do something like that? I mean, there's such a big impact. Or maybe I know too much, but when you're driving over certain bridges, it's almost like you want to hold your breath. Like, is this one of those bridges? And I don't mean to inappropriately scare anyone, but we've heard those stories. They've been happening, and they shouldn't be. We're strong enough, smart enough, wealthy enough country to avoid those things.
Yeah, I think you're completely right that it's not. The message here is not to kind of scare people, but I do think that when we think about it, it's a lot more than potholes. There's some very, very big projects to be done here, and there's the small nuisances of potholes, but there's some very important work being done as well.